Welcome to my channel, Mental Health with Melissa. I'm Melissa, and if you are new here, please stop and subscribe to my channel. If you're not new here and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I explained in the first part of this video, or the first series of this video about research, that I looked at the analytics on my channel, and it told me basically that out of the thousands of people that have kind of viewed my videos, a majority of those thousands are not subscribed. And I want to send out a thank you and let people that are subscribed know I so appreciate it. So thank you so much for continuing to interact with my channel and be subscribed to this channel. However, for those that aren't, it really helps me get more mental health information out to our communities of color, further kind of breaking down those stigmas, and also gets you tons of free LCSW test prep for those of you that are studying to become licensed clinical therapist, or LCSWs. So please, please, please subscribe and like. And if you are completely new here, I am a psychotherapist, an LCSW, a clinical supervisor, and a PhD psychology research student, finishing up my research, hopefully, and will become a unlicensed psychologist soon, focusing more in academia and teaching in higher education. So thank you so much for watching and coming to the second part of this series of research designs. So like I had mentioned in the previous video, today we're going to come up with a LCSW test prep question about research designs and what that may look like. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so if you are new here, you're going to want to pause, read the question, and then play when you have the question and compare it to my answer to see how you're at with test taking abilities in this particular genre of the test, which is knowing research designs. So let's go ahead and get to it. Jeremy is asked about his emotional health 20 years after a school shooting. The researcher's goal is to follow the mental health outcomes of students who were present during a school shooting at a high school 20 years ago. This is an example of what type of design? Okay, so let's look at the options. Option A, single subject. So we talked about what single subject was in the last video, and what it is really where the subject serves as their own control rather than using another group. So does that seem like what's going on here? No, it doesn't. That's not what's going on at all. So for that reason, this is not going to be your answer. Randomized design. A randomized design is one that measures two different groups. So that's a group that is receiving the intervention and a group that's called the control group that's not receiving the intervention. Does that sound like what's going on right here? No, this is not. This has more to do with time, not about two different groups. So that's not going to be our answer. Option C, cross-sectional. A cross-sectional design, like we mentioned in the previous video, is when researchers collect data at a single point in time from participants of different ages. No, there's only one age that we're talking about here. We're not talking about people in their 20s versus 30s and 40s. They're the same group of people, or the same person at least. So this is not going to be our answer. Option D, longitudinal. Longitudinal, as we know, I mean, just from the process of elimination, we see that this is the only response that's left, so it has to be it. It's when the same people are measured at different ages. So that's clearly what's going on here, because Jeremy is the same person who was kind of spoken to right after the shooting and then 20 years after. So for this reason, longitudinal is going to be the answer. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, because I know that these research questions are confusing sometimes, and we really want to make sure that we have good examples. So I hope my examples were helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, managing mental health matters.